discussion happened. Welcome to the live streaming sessions, guys. As usual, hope you guys have a wonderful time here. And if you guys do have any questions on the market, you guys are certainly welcome to ask me. I'll happily answer any of your inquiries or any of your questions as usual. And welcome to the live streaming sessions if you are new. So before I start the live streaming sessions, I think it's important for us to get to know each other before we get started so that you guys could also know who I am, how I do trade on the market, so that you guys could get a little bit of understanding and know how I am viewing the market in general. So first of all, I'm Steven. Nice to see all of you guys here, and welcome to the live sessions as usual. And we'll be doing the live streaming sessions from Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 8 p.m. Singapore time. So certainly it is a good time around these hours because it's usually going to give us more momentum. If anything else is starting to move, it's going to happen around these hours. So we'll see how that works. And what I usually will be analyzing with you guys on the market will be pretty simple. So let me give you guys a little bit of a guide how I do analyze the market in general. First, I'll be looking for trends because trend will be the main criteria on how I'm seeing the market. Whether there's any good trend that we can trade certainly could have faster pace or not. Because I believe other than trend themselves, we need momentum to make some good moves and profit trades as well. And third, will be needing patience because sometimes when there are no good actions on the market, what we are going to do is we will be waiting on the market, guys, because I believe you guys are here for already some times. You guys have been trading, waiting. I am sure that most of the time you guys are playing within the range and couldn't get much of a move coming off the market. So I believe that those kind of market movement is important so that you guys can understand when will be the time to enter the market, when will be the time to execute your trades, when will be the time to take profit. Because I believe all of this is very much important for you guys to understand and get a little bit of an idea how you guys could approach your market. So that's a guide for you guys to follow my analysis on the live streaming sessions. And again, if you guys do have any questions on the market, you guys are definitely welcome to ask me. Hope I could help answer any of your questions or your inquiries about trading in general, markets in general, and hopefully you guys are enjoying your time here. Going higher and weaker right now. So if you guys are worried, I will be talking about a few other things first. Definitely first, I would say that prices has been initially strengthening and right now it's weakening. And what I could say for sure, it has been ranging now. But I think I will be discussing this furthermore. But for now, let us get into what is happening on the event side for tonight because the events should be guiding us what could be happening for tonight and the possibility of a much more volatile market movement. So we can see there's been some news coming out from the market, but hasn't been that impactful as of now. And based on that, we are going to see what's going to happen. So we are actually seeing some numbers coming out from Hong Kong, from Japan, but I believe that tonight's biggest event should be coming out from the US retail sales because a lot of expectations are being put on here, especially this is the last news of the week. So we'll be seeing how the changes will be going. But based on the numbers that we are watching, US retail sales is expected to stay similar with previous the US export prices, US industrial production, but I believe that it was given out in separate times. So I believe that around these hours, we will be expecting that market will be volatile a little bit and then slowing down. Market will be volatile a little bit and then slowing down because the timing of every major news for tonight is separate. So we can see that in 8:30 Singaporean time, we'll be having the US retail sales, 9:50 Mintis University Michigan sentiment numbers. So I believe with a lot of issues coming up on hand, I believe I'll be sharing with you guys on how you guys could navigate the market on the US retail sales side later on. All right, so hope that gives you guys a little bit of an idea that volatility will be there in separate hours, separate timings, and that could certainly affect the market a lot during those hours. So make sure you guys are aware of it and don't be confused when those volatility do arrive on the market. And it's not just going to happen only on the gold market, it's going to happen on variety of assets as well. So definitely hope that you guys are not that confused where today we'll be having three major events coming on the market. All right, so let us get started for tonight's three live sessions. And based on the overall numbers we are seeing and the trend, we have actually been seeing that today it has been going quite strong after touching the support at 332. And after touching the 3332, we have been seeing that prices hasn't been able to break out higher than 3350 and act as very strong resistance for tonight because that's been the case. And based on that alone, I am seeing chances right now prices is trying to go down weaker and weaker as a result. And overall prices has been ranging as you guys could see. The momentum to go down hasn't been much, even though it was dominated by weaknesses. I could say for sure that tonight there will be a lot of volatility, a lot of ranging market movements, and you guys could actually see that based on the flags back down below, it has been giving us the indication that this too will be the key event, and it will separate at 2 hours, I would say. So a lot of things could happen. But again, since we have been seeing entering the London sessions, we have been seeing it was dominated by weaknesses and it hasn't changed much. But I'm afraid that the weaknesses occurred on the market has been slightly minimal in terms of the impact, where we haven't been able to see that prices has been moving a lot. Prices has been ranging, I would say, between 3340, 3346 area and hasn't been able to offer us too much of a move so far as to say. And with this kind of market movement, even though the tendency will be likely to test lower, it's going to take time. It's going to need some patience from you guys as you guys, if you are trading, certainly, definitely a lot of patience are very much required as the momentum hasn't yet arrived and prices has been ranging. Ultimately, it has been quite rigid and let's say based on the expectations of the numbers that is shown to us that the forecasted number will be likely at 0.6%. And if the numbers is showing a slightly slower number than the forecasted or the previous numbers at 0.6 or 0.5, we could be expecting that there will be bigger moves on the market on either direction. But let's say on the case that prices still remains the same, I'm not expecting much of a change. But if the US retail sales is going up pretty much, there's a huge pressure for the gold market to drop. So I hope that could give you guys a little bit of an idea how you guys could approach today's market with that kind of movement based on the possible scenarios on the market. And certainly I believe that the US dollar index could play some role in it as the US dollar index starts to re-strengthen for today. That has actually helped to push down a little bit on the gold market because initially we have been seeing that gold is trying to stay above 3340 and actually has been ranging really well, hasn't been really able to show much of a move. And suddenly, after the potential prices on the US dollar index started to rebound right about 2 hours ago, we are seeing the signs that prices has been able to recover, and that's why we also started to see that the gold market has started to weaken. But in terms of momentum, that hasn't been much. So that's why we are going to wait out and see And certainly it has been giving us confirmation, but momentum-wise, we haven't been able to see much. So I would say we are going to wait out and see how it will be playing out, because if there's no much more of a momentum, I'm afraid it will be a long night for us on the live streaming sessions, guys, because all of the hours that we have gone throughout the day, prices have been ranging ultimately, guys. So I would say be patient, guys. And if you guys don't really see any necessary outcome coming out from the market, there's no need to force yourself to trade with this kind of market conditions. All right. So I hope that analysis give you guys a little bit of an idea of kind of conditions. So first, if we started to see that prices could actually start to move out of the sideways area, it will be pretty clear. First, we'll be expecting that prices could be breaking out 3346 or 3348 to get more indications on whether prices could be rebounding. So that will be the first key things that we'll be watching closely for tonight. Certainly will be from the upside. But again, as far as we are concerned, we haven't been able to get too much of a market movement. And if we are switching towards shorter time frame, we could actually see it pretty much clearer as well that momentum-wise, it hasn't been a lot, even though prices has been breaking the last few hours low, but again, it has been returning back higher and again, prices have been ranging within this sideways. So first, if we are going to make more moves on the market, first we'll be expecting to see prices will be testing the last few hours low at 3337 as the indications that prices are weakening more. So that's one of the strategies for us to face, get confirmations, then make moves. Second, if prices could actually start breaking out 3345, 3346 right around here, potentially stays above there, that could be the chance for prices to go higher. But if it doesn't happen, I would say it's going to be a long night. Because if prices are just ranging between these price, that means there's no clear indications on how and when the momentum could arrive as prices are still ranging inside those ranges. So you guys gotta be aware and gotta be patient because movements to come. All right. So all you guys need to do is wait out and stay tuned with us because I will be updating you guys if there will be any changes on the market. So don't worry about it. If you guys don't have the time to watch, you guys just listen in and you guys can get updates from me throughout the live streaming sessions, guys. And remember, if you guys haven't followed us yet, go ahead, follow and subscribe so that you guys don't miss out on any critical information that I could be sharing with you guys live on this live streaming sessions, guys. All right. And definitely hope you guys are enjoying your time here. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and likes. And we'll see what could happen from here. But for now, we are waiting for more action to come. Alright, so next we'll be discussing what's happening on the cousin of the gold market, which is the silver market, which I believe hasn't been able to move a lot as well. But again, we'll be analyzing and try to see what's happening. And to get a much clearer idea on what's going on, we'll be watching closely on the other trading assets. Maybe something's happening here much earlier, much faster, and maybe we can make some good moves earlier there as well. Okay. So first of all, I think we are seeing a pretty much a similar market reactions from both gold and silver from tonight, where prices has been actually strengthening on the early part of the day. Before weakening back, show earlier as well, similar with what we have been seeing on the gold market, and afterwards it has been followed with further weaknesses in the market too. But surprisingly, the big difference between gold and silver, we started to see that prices has been able to show us some critical moves. First, it has broken today's low at $37.94 and prices are right now $37.81 and prices has been touching the lows at $37.79, 78 And that has actually been showing us that the weaknesses, the slowdown on the market movement on silver is much critical and much higher compared to gold. And certainly has been showing us where the bigger momentum compared to gold and silver has actually been out on the silver market for tonight. So I think that is one thing. And out of there, we have actually been able to see that with the weaknesses appearing in the market, maybe we could actually start to see something happening for the market. Because if, let's say, silver market starts to weaken below today's low, I'll be expecting to see more moves to come, guys. Because with this kind of market conditions, there's a huge likelihood we are able to see and sense the possibility for prices to continue to go down weaker and weaker down on the market. And with that kind of case, we'll be seeing how that changes will be going, because if prices continues to go down weaker, there's a lot of likelihood that we are going to see more momentum to come as usual, and that will be a good thing for us throughout the market sessions, guys. So I believe with that kind of conditions, we'll be expecting something to happen on the market and expect more moves to come with this kind of market conditions, guys. Because as long as prices starts to weaken, shows much more momentum, that will certainly be the best case and the best thing on the market that we are going to expect, guys. Because if prices hasn't been able to show us something, I'm afraid that what we are able to see, prices will be just ranging ultimately, guys. Okay. But again, we'll be watching closely whether prices could break down the lows of today on silver market. And for gold, we'll be watching whether prices could break down below today's low. I mean, the last few hours low at 3337, because that has been one of the main criteria for us since the start of the day. All right, so we'll be watching closely and wait out, because I'm expecting soon there will be both big momentums to come on the market, guys. All right, so definitely, if you guys are here, you guys are welcome to give us a thumbs up and likes. And again, if you guys have any questions on the market, welcome to let me know, and I hope I can answer any of your questions. But I believe it's going to be a long night if prices continues to move in this kind of sideways range, guys. So again, that's why we need to be patient. And again, you guys need to remember that by not doing any trades, you guys are actually making good moves on the market, because as long as prices didn't go down lower and you guys don't make any moves, you guys are not making unnecessary trades, you guys are already winning this movement, because as prices hasn't been able to go up, that means there's a chance for prices to start to go higher on the market. All right, so be positive, because those chances are actually giving us the sign that prices will be able to go higher on the market. Okay, so we'll wait out and see what is going to happen as prices just keeps on ranging. All right, since we have a lot of time to go, we'll be discussing what's happening on the US dollar index and see what are the implications on tonight's gold market, whether it could be impacting the market or not, guys. Okay. Okay, so let us try to see what's happening and whether there will be much of a change happening on the US dollar index side. So we can actually see that since yesterday, the US dollar index has been weakening a lot after able to rebound since the Thursday market. Prices has been starting going down weaker and weaker and has actually been giving the chances for another consolidations testing the support at $97.70. And with this kind of market conditions, it is expected for us to actually see the continuity of the possibility that the US dollar index could actually start to rebound from here, especially on the verge of the US retail sales as well as the Michigan consumer sentiment. This support area will be very important for the US dollar index, and this kind of market outcome could actually affect the market pretty quick. Because if the US dollar index could rebound from here, there will be certainly a lot of pressure for gold to go down lower. But if the US dollar index continues to weaken, we are expecting to see that gold has chances to rebound as what we have been seeing similar on silver could be getting a little bit of a results as well, similar with what we are seeing on gold. It will be spreading out towards the silver market. But again, I think if we are checking throughout the overall long-term market movements on the daily chart, that hasn't changed much. We are seeing that the US dollar index are showing a lot of good signs that prices continue weakening and weakening on the long run. Then the expectation is for us to see that the US dollar index will be breaking down lower and lower. But again, ultimately, over the past few weeks and months, prices has been consolidating, and we're going to see out how this will be played as prices are still not giving us a very clear directions whether prices are moving down lower or not. Hedge prices has been ranging for most of the time for the last 2 months on the US dollar index chart. So I'll be wait out and see, and definitely we'll be focusing back on each of the market movement on every markets. Let's say we are focusing on gold, then we'll be watching throughout how the market movement will be moving. And overall, the market movement has been a little bit ranging, showing the indications that we have been getting is similar with what we are seeing on the gold as the US dollar index hasn't been able to move too much and prices has been ranging a lot. So that's why we haven't been able to see too much of a move. And similarly, we should be able to make some good moves as well on the currency market side if that's the case, because as long as prices keeps on weakening and weakening on the US dollar index, there's a lot of good chance that any trades that's against the US dollar index has a good chance to make some good trades as well. So later on, I'll be discussing what's happening there and see whether there's a good opportunities for us to actually make some good moves at there. But again, we'll be waiting out, trying to see out what's going on, what's happening, and with this kind of cases that we are watching, it is has been quite a long time. Prices has been ranging again, guys. All right. Okay, so it seems there hasn't been too much of a move. We are waiting to get more confirmations to come, and it seems like it's going to be a long time in the market with these kind of conditions. Let us move on and try to see what's happening on the currency strength charts. So as you guys could actually see on your own, that some currency has started to be strong, some currency has been weak, and there's a little bit of a mixed bag in between the strongest and the weakest pair. But again, there's a very clear trend coming up from the market movement on the currency strength charts from today. Where we are seeing that the Japanese yen today has been quite the strongest pair has started to weaken. And that is certainly a concerning sign from my side, guys, honestly speaking. But again, at the same time, the US dollar index still remains the weakest pair, although I would say for sure that a lot of mixed bags are right now on the market where we are actually seeing that the Australian dollar today has been going quite strong after being unreliable in terms of the movement, hasn't been showing any signs of any strength, but suddenly right now it has been moving on one of the best moves alongside with the Japanese yen, and we are seeing that the euro is strengthening a little bit. So I would say there's some moves happening, even though it's not much, it's not something big, but at least there's some movement or momentum happening on the currency side of the market, and that we can use to possibly try to look at what other interesting opportunities arise from this market. Because before that, we haven't been able to see too much on the gold market. Market on the gold side has just been ranging most of the time, hasn't been able to show us much of a move, and this is the market that we are waiting to get more moves to come. And certainly with the weaknesses appearing on the Japanese yen, AUD Japanese yen certainly could be one of the key things based on the recent momentum that we are getting out of the market, and ZD Japanese yen as well. And of course, Euro Japanese yen, even though I'm not expecting much, as well as AUD USD and NZD USD. But if you guys want to get more idea on the analysis, how we can come, don't forget to follow and subscribe. I'll be analyzing it with you guys together and tell you guys what kind of a possibility of best market movement from all of those currency that we have just mentioned with you guys, and hope you guys could make some trades out of it as well. Okay, so let us try to see what is happening on those sides of the market. So first, AUD Japanese yen. As you can see, the AUD Japanese yen has actually been rebounding from the lows after strengthening a lot, giving a lot of good consolidations on the lower side and proving that the AUD couldn't drop much furthermore despite the strength that has been reappearing on the Japanese yen market. And certainly with this kind of market movement, AUD Japanese yen could be a very good key if prices could start drop back below the consolidations area, testing support, because as of now, prices couldn't be giving us a lot of good signs to actually enter the market, as prices hasn't been able to show us a lot of clear trends to go higher, and I'm afraid that this is a possibility of a small market rebound. I'll be taking this with a cautious, and rather than trying to rush things up, let me check what's happening on the NZD Japanese and whether things are much better. But unfortunately, from what we are able to get out of the market, nothing much has happened yet, as we are still seeing a pretty similar sign happening on the AUD Japanese yen on the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen pair. And with that, I will also be a little bit cautious, and I'm afraid if we are checking out on the Euro Japanese yen, not much of a difference could be coming out from this situation, as we are also seeing that the Japanese yen could be probably started to rebound, or when the momentum on the AUD, NZD, or the Euro has started to slow down a little bit and should slow things down from here. So I don't really see much of a move in terms of risk setup. It will be a little bit higher, but certainly the momentum is heading towards that direction for us to look out on. Next, let us move towards the AUD USD, and probably there will be some good moves that we could actually expect. And so far, AUD USD has actually been moving much clearer, as we are seeing that today the weaknesses on the US dollar index still persist, that hasn't changed, and with the AUD momentum has started to appear on the market, I believe this is a very good sign. But again, in terms of risk, I will be a little bit more cautious and try to get a much better entry point on the market. As if prices do reconsolidate at 0.65112, that could be the much better case, or if prices continue to break out higher than today's high at 0.65165, and we are actually able to see that the chances for momentum to continue to go higher on the AUD could exist. Next, I think next interesting things could happen from the NZD/USD. Even though in terms of the market movement, the momentum, we haven't been able to see it as much as what we have been able to see on the Australian dollar, but I believe that this kind of market movement, this will give us a much better consolidations, easier to hit, and prices will ultimately try to launch back higher on the market. But again, I believe that if getting the best case on the lowest risk setup, I don't really see it right now. Maybe this will be one that we keep on our watch list to go. All right. But other than that, I am not seeing much of a choice as market movement hasn't been able to show us a lot of great signs as well. The currency market, other than the momentum appearing on the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar, hope these are the pairs that you guys will try to check out and take a look and see whether there are good chances for you guys to enter the trades here, guys. Okay. So let me go back to the gold market and see whether there has been any changes happening yet so far. But unfortunately, we haven't been able to see much. But again, I'm sure that there will be someone out there. You guys hasn't been able to follow through the market. You guys don't know how to do your trades. You guys don't know what is considered as the best risk setup. You guys don't know how to enter your trades. You guys don't know where to take profits. You guys are getting the solutions coming out from me, because definitely I will be sharing with you guys my trades such as the ones as this, and we have been trading every single day. I've just not yet updated it here, but certainly the most recent one we have already been taking good profits on the market as well. And if you guys are trading on your usual lot sizes, I'm sure you guys are already profiting hundreds of dollars, because that's the feedback I'm getting out of the group. And I'm expecting to see more to come on the market, especially we'll be having the US retail sales as well as the Michigan consumer sentiment for tonight. So if you guys don't want to miss out on the next trades, you guys are welcome to click the link on my profile on my video descriptions and chat me for access on those premium trades. And you guys could get all of this for free. Okay, so if you guys are curious, you guys wanted to enjoy profitable, consistent trades with us together, know what you guys are looking at from the market, certainly welcome for you guys to join in my premium trades and make consistent profits. Hundreds of dollars in every single trades are waiting for you guys. Gold, silver, or Forex, stock indices, anything that you guys trade, whether you guys are short-term trader, swing trader, you guys are in for a good ride on this premium trades together with us, and certainly hope to see you guys there as well, because I believe I know that maybe some of you guys are new, you guys are trying to look out for some ideas. Certainly, this is something that you guys don't want to miss out. Imagine every single trade you guys are able to generate hundreds of dollars, depending on your lot sizes and your account sizes. Could be thousands of dollars every single week, guys. So definitely you guys don't want to miss out on these chances, especially you guys could get it all for complimentary. And all you guys need to do is click the link on my profile and ask for access on the premium trades, and you guys could get access on it immediately. Especially, I'm sure that you guys today has been quite confused, quite flustered with this kind of market conditions. You guys definitely want to get the guidance that I'm sharing with you guys on my premium trades. So welcome to join us. If you guys are confused, I definitely will welcome you guys here. And imagine hundreds of dollars are waiting for you guys every single trade on oil. You guys love to trade on silver, Forex, indices, everything will be included depending on what kind of market opportunities. So short-term traders, swing traders, and possibly trend traders, welcome. Don't miss the chances. If you guys are new, certainly this could be helpful for you guys to get a little bit of an idea how you guys could trade responsibly in terms of risk, in terms of reward, and definitely have a good time together and make good profits, guys, because you guys are definitely welcome to ask me questions here, guys. Okay, so hope you guys are enjoying your time here. And with this kind of market conditions, I'm expecting to see more market reactions to come, even though it's going to take much time. But at the very least, we are getting a good tractions of the market. Markets are still showing the signs that possibility of weaknesses is still there, even though it's taking some time. But I believe with this kind of market conditions, there will be something happening soon. but I'm afraid that not a lot of people are patient, and that's why I've been telling you guys and encouraging you guys that patience is very much required with this kind of conditions, as prices will start to move, but it's not going to happen faster. It's going to slow things down. I would say slow things down, impact your psychology and your mentality on the market. And once you guys are out of it, you guys couldn't handle your psychologically well, you guys will definitely get off the market on your own. So that's why I think patience is very much required. And if you guys are able to take out some things on the market, certainly this will be the time. Try to sit out, try to hold up yourself and wait out for the best chances on the market, because that's what I've been doing as well. Because otherwise, we will be getting crazy with this kind of market conditions. Prices are just ranging. And again, if you guys are just joining us, we have already been sharing with you guys how you guys could deal with this kind of market conditions. What's the strategy? What's the follow-up? What's the conditions that we are going to see? And we have been telling you guys about it. So if you guys have been missing out, don't forget to follow and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up and like so that you guys know that we are here for you guys. And again, if you guys do have any questions about the market, I am here. Welcome to answer any of your questions, any of your inquiries. If you guys want to look out on any other markets that we are not discussing yet, certainly I'm happy to help you guys if that's the case, guys. All right. So welcome and hope you guys are enjoying our time here on the market, guys. Okay. But for now, with this kind of market conditions, it seems likely that prices is building up a good consolidation and possibility for rebound could happen soon. But again, I think it's still too early to say. But again, if you guys are trying to get the lowest risk as low possible, I think this could be one of the chances, even though I'm not sure whether it will be followed with a strong momentum with this kind of market conditions. And we are also seeing the similar sign happening on the silver market after breaking down today's low at $37.73. Prices has been able to return towards $37.80, and prices has been able to stay above it and has been building up a good support, even though I would say that with this kind of conditions, we aren't able to get too much of a move, aren't able to get much of a momentum, but certainly this is things that we are going to wait out and sit out, guys. Okay. But again, next we are going to check out what is happening on the other side of the market on the all trade, as we haven't been able to get too much of a move from both gold and silver with this kind of ranging market movement. I believe that this is right now the best time for us to actually analyze other markets and hope there will be some other good chances that we could actually trade and make some good moves together as well. And so far as we are able to see that the all market has been weakening quite much, but I would say the momentum has also again started to dissipate, started to disappear, because we have been able to see that prices are able to return ranging again for tonight, where prices has ultimately tried to break out higher but has failed. And since then, prices has been slowing down since the end of yesterday. Prices are following through the downtrend that we have been seeing happening since the last 2 weeks, and prices has continued to go down weaker and weaker. However, entering the last few hours, prices has actually found back its footing around the ranging area at the highest price as a strong support, and prices hasn't been able to drop higher. And right now, the possibility for price all to range is very high with this kind of market conditions, and prices couldn't be breaking down lower or couldn't be returning back towards its high price for today. So with this kind of market conditions, again, we'll be waiting whether prices are building up a double bottom, a possibility that we are trying to look out for that, or we are going to see how the next market movement will be, because with this kind of market conditions, it's going to take some time before we are able to see any clear market reactions from here, even though the trend today has been very clear, but the possibility of a reversal is happening, especially after prices hits the consolidations area and the support. I'm sure that we are going to need more time, especially on the verge of the retail sales and the Michigan consumer sentiment. So I'm sure you guys are getting tired, you guys are getting confused. But again, if you guys don't want to wait out, don't want to analyze, you guys wanted to get a clear, easy solutions for you guys are definitely welcome to join me on my premium trades. And when, if there's anything happening, I will be sharing with you guys immediately and make some good, profitable, consistent trades together, guys. Okay. Okay, so I hope that's what you guys are trying to look out for, because I'm happy if I could help you guys with my premium trades and you guys could get access on it all for free, because I'm afraid I couldn't be sharing it with you guys here. So that's why I've built out this and you guys could get an access on it. All you guys need to do, click the link on my profile or my video descriptions and chat me through there and ask access for my premium trades, and you guys all could get access on it. So if you guys don't want to miss that out, you guys are welcome and enjoy possibly hundreds of dollars in every single trade, and we have been sharing daily signals with you guys. So if you guys don't want to miss that out, certainly you guys are welcome to check that out, because with this kind of market conditions, there will be something happening on the market and you guys don't want to miss that out easily. Okay. Okay, so it seems some opportunities started to come on the market, and the waiting hasn't been in vain, I would say, as we are starting to get confirmations that prices soon will be trying to break out higher from the last 1 hour. And if prices could start break out, good chances could come out. And if prices couldn't break out higher, then we're expecting to see prices will be ranging again. So we'll be watching closely to see how the changes will be going, because so far from what I have been seeing, that prices hasn't been able to move with a lot of great momentums, and most of the market movement that we are watching has been slightly ranging. So again, with this kind of market conditions, it seems that it's not breaking out, it's not breaking down. One of the best things, and the possibility for that to happen could be might coming out soon if prices couldn't break out higher. So again, we are waiting for confirmations, and if there will be some good chances, I will be sharing it on my premium trades. As you guys just want to see like this, you guys could get an idea on the right hand side of this kind of trading ideas with a clear risk setup, stop losses, target price. You guys are in for a big profit on the market if you guys are already inside the premium trades. Hundreds of dollars are waiting for you guys in every single trade, and you guys are able to make some good trades together with us consistently. Try to watch out how the market works, and also get a little bit of an idea how you guys could approach the market. So if you guys don't want to miss that out, short-term traders, swing traders, trend traders, you guys are welcome to join us. Gold, silver, all Forex indices trades are waiting for you guys there. And you guys could get all of those for complimentary. And all you guys need to do, click the link on my profile, my video descriptions, and chat me and ask access for my premium trades. And you guys could get all of this kind of premium trades for free, because I'm not sharing it here. I'm sharing it right on my trades there. So if you guys want to get access, you guys might as well check it out there. But I believe with this kind of market conditions, we should be able to see some convincing and positive signs that prices will actually start to move, which so far we haven't been able to see much, and it seems that prices are likely to try to move in that direction for us, especially silver is actually building up very good consolidations as well, rather than the gold ones that we have been seeing. So a lot of positive signs and on a lot of market movement, and that will certainly be giving us a little bit of indications what we will be expecting coming out from the market. Meanwhile, moving on towards the other trading assets that we have been watching, so far all hasn't been able to move too much. So again, we'll be keeping closely on the eye here, because so far from what we are able to see, not much of a change, and we're going to watch out on also other trading ideas where there could be something happening as well. Okay, so again, we are watching closely, try to see out how this plays, whether prices could break out or whether prices are still likely to slow down lower, remains to be seen. So again, if there's any changes, I'll be updating you guys. So if you guys don't want to miss out on anything, don't forget to follow and subscribe. And your patience here has been repaid, I believe, with this kind of conditions. We should be able to see something soon. Because other than this, I'm not really expecting much of a move, guys. So we'll wait out, try to see how things are changing. And again, if you guys do have any questions on the market, you guys are welcome to chat me on the comments. And I hope that I could help you guys answer any of your questions or any of your inquiries on the market too. All right. So we'll see. We have another around 15 minutes on the market. And if you guys do have any questions on the market or any requests to look out on any markets, you guys are certainly welcome to let me know as well. Because so far, I think everything is still going quite well according to our directions, and we are waiting for more confirmations, which we haven't been able to get so far. So, again, we are waiting for our chances and our time to strike on the market. Okay, so far prices hasn't been able to give us a lot of market reactions. Again, we are waiting. The sign isn't really clear yet. But soon, I believe we will be getting the confirmations that we are waiting for. And all we guys need to do is be patient, wait out, try to see how things will be going. I'm sure we should be able to get out of here with something on the market too. Okay, so I think with this kind of market conditions, we'll be seeing prices will be ranging inside, and it's likelihood we are going to see that prices will be slowing down again, couldn't be moving too much. And I believe with this kind of market conditions, something could be happening faster, I would say, especially we started to see that the US dollar index has been able to rebound over the past few hours after declining a little bit. So I'm expecting to see some moves, and with this kind of conditions, I am afraid that we are going to experience much of a slower market movement as well. So again, we'll try to watch out, see what other opportunities could arise. But so far, prices hasn't been able to offer us too much as of now, guys. Meanwhile, if we are checking things out on silver, prices hasn't been able to go out higher, and it seems that the momentum for witnesses is still likely to appear. I mean, the power to stay weakened will likely to be there, but for prices to actually start moving in a much clearer directions, we haven't been able to see one yet as of now, guys. And I believe we need to be more patient, and certainly, like I've already been telling you guys, the possibility of a ranging market movement could appear. We'll see how that goes. And if we are moving towards the stock indices side, after yesterday's big correction, what has happened? Let me give you guys a little bit of an idea what I'm expecting coming out from here. So price has actually been consolidating really well after yesterday's correction, and that really has helped to build up the chances for the Nasdaq 100 to continue to go higher. But at the very same time, we do know that prices has already been overextended. Prices is slowing down a little bit, so I believe that is a good chance as long as prices didn't broke down the downtrend. And I'm also seeing that SP 500 is still doing pretty well. Prices has even able to stay above yesterday's high at Wednesday's high and still able to continue to go higher. And also another breaking news for you guys, if you guys are watching closely on the stock indices side, US high prices, and it seems that road to go higher will still be existing, and a possibility that prices has actually been building up. Inverted head and shoulder is actually happening as of now. So I believe in this kind of case, we're going to see more upside momentum appearing on the Dow 30 as one of the most lagging indicators on the stock indices has actually even started to break out higher. I'm sure something big could happen out on the market with this kind of conditions. So expect big things could happen with this kind of conditions, and based on that, maybe we are expecting to see good things to come out on the stock indices side, especially on the verge of the US retail sales data. And next week, I believe we should be in track for the September Federal Reserve meeting. So I'm sure something could be coming out from there, but it's still going to take time. But certainly positivity is coming out from the market as of now. And other than that, if we are watching carefully on the market, we have actually been seeing that the cryptocurrency has been able to rebound back. So certainly that is a pretty good thing. And we are seeing that Bitcoin has been able to return towards the 120,000 around those prices. Ethereum is still maintaining its price really well at 4,630 plus area. So I believe a lot of good signs on risky assets, and I don't really see too much of a reason to be worried on that side. And definitely, I would say that the gold market has more chances to range with this kind of conditions. And again, I will be waiting to see out what are the major reactions could be coming out from the market right before the news. And again, retail sales data will be released in under 33 minutes. So I'll be giving us a little bit of updates what I'm seeing right now on the market, so that you guys could be getting a little bit of updates and know how you guys could position yourself during the US retail sales data. Okay, let me have a drink, and I'll be giving you guys a little bit of a conclusion because I will be continuing doing the live streaming sessions for tonight, but it will be much later and right after the US retail sales data. But again, I'll be giving you guys updates on what's happening on those news and what could it be impacting on the trading assets. So if you guys love to know what's happening on the fundamental side, the economic side, and the implications on the trading world, you guys definitely need to join me on my VIP Live updates, because on there, I'll be updating you guys in terms of the economic events and also the price actions as well. So certainly this is something that you guys don't want to miss out on, as we are going to see big changes happening on the market. Certainly economic events could change and shake things up on the market. So if you guys wanted to get more insights to the market, get yourself updated in terms of the market movement around the world, you guys are definitely welcome to click the link on my profile and chat me and ask access for my VIP live sessions, guys, for tonight. Okay. So first of all, we are starting to see that the gold market hasn't been able to move much, and prices has been ranging, and there's a possibility that prices will be ranging between 3340, 3336, 3344. And with this kind of market conditions, I'll be expecting to see prices will be trying to retest the support after unable to break out higher over the past few minutes on the market. Next, moving on to the silver market, as we started to see that the weaknesses is also appearing on the gold, we are reflecting and seeing the same thing appear on the silver market, and prices has been weakening a lot. And there are good chances that silver market will be going down lower and lower, with the expectations that the silver market will be testing the lows of today at $37.60 area around 73. So we'll see how prices will be touching the support on those price. Next, moving on towards the oil market, as we have been seeing earlier on, we have been seeing that prices has been touching the lows and right now has been building up the path for a double bottom has been built. So I'm expecting to see that the oil market will be trying to retest back the resistance area at $64 and $64.20 with this kind of market conditions. Again, we have been pretty much bullish on the stock indices. And again, the breaking news, Dow Jones 30 has been breaking all-time high prices again yesterday. So I believe there's a lot of things to come and good reactions could be appearing on the market. But if you guys still don't know how to trade, you guys don't know how to analyze, you guys don't know how to put up your lowest risk management, getting out good results on the market, you guys are definitely welcome to join us together on the premium trades. A lot of trading ideas are waiting for you guys. Hundreds of dollars in profits in every single trades are waiting out for you guys on my premium trades. And you guys could get all access for free trading on a lot of varieties of trading assets and profiting consistently together with us every single day. Daily ideas for you guys. All right. So see you guys on my premium trades or see you guys on my VIP live sessions. And if you guys don't have the time, we'll be seeing you guys next week. See you.